Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman. Yes, it's Superman.
Johnny, the recent interview of Vladimir Putin by Tucker Carlson sort of showed Vladimir in a different light.
And I'll keep track of the dates. In 1654.
Yeah, maybe he's not as bad as he's made out to be, Johnny, you know. Well, it was an interesting interview, that's for sure, Johnny. And it did show Vladimir in a slightly different light to those watching in the West. Not that West, you know what I mean, Johnny. Yeah.
The people who control.
But Johnny, in the last few days, Vladimir may have exposed himself, so to speak, as being a different sort of person again. Yeah, in what way? Yeah, that being a murdering son of a bitch. Holy shit, Johnny. Are you being a bit harsh on the poor bastard? Or maybe don't give me all that bloody apologistic shit, Johnny. I know you're a lover of Putin deep down. Well, yeah. But I'm telling you, he's a murdering son of a bitch, and he's done it before.
Vladimir Putin knows these are the images of him the world would see today. In control, a normal day at a factory. While outside Russia, global reaction exploded in fury over Alexander Navalny's death.
Oh, no! So, Johnny, are you saying that the bloody... Yeah, done it before. There are people a few years back, they were getting all nerve agent shit put on them. One little drop on... Yeah, one little drop on your finger turned you into a fucking zombie for months. Yeah, righto.
While Putin projects an image of a secure, popular leader, he cannot escape the evidence piling up that his regime uses lethal force to silence opposition.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, Johnny, no one questions him about it in Russia. They just sort of ignore it. They're all too shit scared to question him about it in case they get the nerve fucking agent too. Right, yeah. So, Johnny, what do we make of all this? What can the millions of our viewers out there, what can they make of it? What can we make of it, Johnny? Well, what we can make of it, Johnny, is that Vladimir has his bloody faults. That's putting it mildly too. Jesus Christ. But the US and other governments are guilty of just as much bullshit as Vladimir. Yeah. Allegedly. And the US has had bloody Julian Assange. How long's he been in bloody jail? The wonderful Australian bloody Julian Assange. Yeah. And they've had him in bloody jail and whatever for years, and they don't care if he commits suicide or whatever. Yeah, they'll just let him die. It's obvious that they don't care.
America has been trying for years to extradite Julian Assange, accusing him of espionage for publishing secret war logs and details of civilian killings in Afghanistan.
He hasn't even been charged.
You know, like millions of people around the world, I'm literally both not surprised and outraged by the news. Reported death of Alexei Navalny. He bravely stood up to the corruption, the violence, and all the bad things that the Putin government was doing. In response, Putin had him poisoned, he had him arrested, he had him prosecuted for fabricated crimes, he sentenced him to prison, he was held in isolation. Even all that didn't stop him from calling out Putin's lies. Even in prison, he was a powerful voice for the truth, which is kind of amazing when you think about it.
And also, don't forget that the US has all these fucking bases in the Middle East where the drones fly out of. These big drones with bombs and machine guns. And what are they going out to bloody look at? People having picnics. No, they're going out to shoot innocent people without trial, just blow them away out there, bomb things. Yeah, they're killing people. Yeah. But mark my words, Johnny, there's a lot of bloody governments out there who'd kill their opposition if they could bloody well get away with it. Well, who would know? Who would bloody know, Johnny? But there's a point of view out there, Johnny, that this Russian bloke who just got bloody knocked off, that it might have been the Americans who knocked him off, hoping that the world will think it was bloody Vladimir Putin and blame Vladimir Putin so he can look bad. When stranger things bloody happen, it's like some friggin' movie with Tom Cruise in it or whatever. Well, Johnny, you've put millions of people at ease out there. Thank you. And then there's another train of thought out there, Johnny, that says the Russians bloody did kill him, hoping that people would think it was the Americans who killed him, hoping that they were thinking that was the Russians that were killing him. Holy shit, Johnny, have you saw that? Yeah, the Russians killed him, hoping that people would think it was the Americans who killed him, hoping that the Americans would think it was the Russians out there when they do these fucking missions. Allegedly, the Russians had killed him so they could make Vladimir look like a bastard in Western media. I don't know. But what it boils down to, Johnny, is we can't trust anyone. We've got to take the... Well, Johnny, you've put millions of people at ease out there. Thank you again. But there's bloody thousands in bloody Gaza that... I don't know.
Which is kind of amazing when you think about it.